What if every time you reached for a cookie, the world treated you like you were reaching for a cigarette? What if sugar cravings were officially labeled as a medical addiction, complete with detox, rehab protocols, and emotional therapy? And what would that do to your brain within 7 days? Before we begin, please subscribe to Thinkverse. It costs nothing, but it inspires me every single day to create more mind-bending videos like this. Today, I'm going to answer this exact question, step by step. Imagine this. You walk into a clinic. A doctor scans your eyes, measures your heart rate, and says, your dopamine receptors show the same overstimulation patterns as early-stage substance addiction. Sounds extreme, right? But here's the shocker. Sugar triggers the brain 8x faster than cocaine in lab rats. The average person consumes 17 teaspoons of added sugar daily. Sugar spikes dopamine by 150 to 50%. Now, imagine that governments worldwide decide, enough. Sugar cravings are an addiction. Here's how life would change instantly. Every clinic would introduce addictive craving evaluations. A quick pupil dilation test, a glucose tolerance scan, and a saliva cortisol test. People scoring high would be placed into Level 1, mild dopamine dependency, assigned a 7-day no-sugar reset. Magnesium plus protein supplementation, craving logs, 10-minute urge resistance drills. Level 2, moderate dependency, weekly counseling, dopamine stabilizing diet, controlled carbohydrate exposure, morning, low-intensity exercise prescriptions. Level 3, severe dependency, actual rehab-style treatment, 30-day dopamine reset. No added sugar therapy protocols identical to addiction medicine. Scary? Yes, but effective? Absolutely. Just like cigarette boxes. Chocolate bars would show images like fatty liver damage, dopamine depletion charts, obesity risk percentages, type 2 diabetes probability, anxiety trigger warnings. Labels would read, sugar addiction increases depression, risk by 58%. High sugar intake reduces dopamine receptor density by 20 to 40%. Suddenly, cravings wouldn't feel innocent anymore. Addiction therapy would shift from alcohol and drugs to sugar. Daily routines would include protein-first meals reducing cravings by up to 60%. 400 milliliters magnesium glycinate reduces sugar cravings by 30%. 10-minute cold exposure raises dopamine by 250% without addiction. 15-minute emotional labeling therapy reduces binge triggers by up to 40%. Suddenly, sugar wouldn't be an emotional escape. It would be a diagnosed condition. Freedom loss. People would feel monitored. Black markets. Secret sugar cafes would appear. Social division. Addicts versus non-addicts. Mental stress. Stigma would increase anxiety. Obesity rates would drop by 35 to 40% in 5 years. Depression and anxiety linked to sugar would decrease. People would regain emotional control. Focus, energy, and sleep quality would skyrocket. Humanity would be healthier, but at the cost of freedom. If you found this mind-twisting thought experiment fascinating, the next one will shake you even harder. In the next short, I'll answer. What if salt was suddenly banned worldwide for 1 week? The consequences are crazier than you think, and I'll break them down in just a few days. If you've watched this far, thank you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to Thinkverse. Your support keeps these what-if worlds alive.